Are you aware that celibacy is king when it comes to practicing spirituality? Some people, they are into celibacy without understanding the spiritual aspect of it. So the spiritual aspect of it is what I'm going to talk about in this video. When you abstain from being intimate with someone, you are able to retain your powers, your energies, without exchanging it with someone. Because whenever you are intimate with someone, you are exchanging your energy. It makes you weak spiritually. So no matter how powerful you are, once you are intimate with somebody and you exchange and you release, you understand? And you release, you have exchanged your energy. And then you're not as powerful as before unless you go and recharge yourself again. And when you are into celibacy, your psychic ability is stronger. You are connected deeper to the spiritual realm. When you're practicing spirituality and you combine it, that is when you begin to see how things will manifest for you. And also, it helps you to focus without distraction. And because spirits, they understand this thing, they'll try to make some people that are spiritual but distracted with relationships that are not helping them. What spirit does is they will break the relationships. This is why some spiritualists, they don't have stable relationship. Spirits, they understand that retaining your energy is important. And having focus, connecting deeper to the spiritual realm is important. So what they do is to make sure that you don't have anyone that will distract you or collect your energy so that you can focus. Okay? I know that there are people who cannot be able to practice celibacy. They think it's the end of the world. It's impossible. How can this be possible? How can we do it? They are asking me on my Facebook. The thing is, it's about self-control and discipline. If you want to be very powerful spiritually, you should learn how to practice celibacy, not permanent one, but occasional one. Because if I say permanent one, some people want to cry. Occasional one that you practice it like fasting. When you're doing fasting and prayers, you abstain from food. So you are going to be away from this type of food. This is food too. The food that they say fasting is not only what you put in your mouth, it's also the intimate side. Okay? So if you want to be powerful spiritually, you have to control the foods that you put in your mouth. You don't eat everything. You need to have a healthy body. You need to be able to be light like a feather so that you can be able to operate well in the spiritual realm. When you're fasting without food, you see that you're connected deeper, to the spiritual realm. Depending on your spiritual practice, of course. But if you also abstain from being intimate sexually with somebody, that is even more stronger, more bigger. Because you're not exchanging your energy with anybody. You're retaining it. And you're becoming like a spirit in a body. This is why some people in some cults, some secret society, some spiritual practice that are close practice that they understand things of this celibacy, they will instruct some of their leaders or some people that they have energized, they have empowered to stay away from being intimate sexually with somebody for some times. And these people, they used to get really pissed if they have to be intimate with their wife or their husband because they say, I'm losing my power, because they understand these things. When you abstain from being intimate with somebody, your energy becomes stronger, more powerful. When you're exchanging with somebody, whether the person have good energy or not, you're losing your power. So learning to control that aspect, is going to help you to progress spiritually. It's going to help you to connect deeper to spirits. It's going to help your spiritual work to be more powerful. It's going to help you to function better in the astral realm, in the spiritual realm. Yeah. So I know that some people will be saying, this is not possible. You know how you can do it? You can do it like fasting. Maybe if you're looking for a project, exactly. If you have important thing that you're supposed to acquire, maybe a contract or a project or some job interview, this is the best time for you to stay away from being intimate with someone, because you exchange your energy, you're exchanging your glory, and you might lose that project. Because some people, they are coming to steal your energy. Some of them, they are aware of themselves. They know what they are doing. Some people, they have the power without knowing. So when you're intimate with them, they collect that blessing that you're supposed to manifest the job or the contract. So the best time, if you're really having it difficult to practice celibacy for spiritual purposes, then you can practice it like when you want to do some powerful spiritual work, abstain for a few days or for a few weeks. You know, if you can do it for some months too, you can do. If you're looking for a job or a contract or something important to you, abstain. You abstain. You will practice according to what you want to achieve in your life. You abstain, so that you don't exchange that blessings that you're supposed to have with someone. Then it's blocked. There is a reason why some rituals you want to do in African spirituality, they will say don't be intimate with someone. Especially when you're practicing rituals connected to water, they will say stay away from being intimate for a few days for that. Some people think it's only because of your spiritual wife or your spiritual husband is going to be jealous. No, that is not the only reason. It's because so that you can retain your power, so that you don't lose what you are going to get even before getting it. You understand? So that you'll be able to connect deeper to the spiritual realm. You know, nothing will hinder what they're about to give to you or what you're about to practice. Celibacy is powerful when it comes to spiritual practice. It's king. If you can do it for a few years, wow, and you're practicing, especially those of you that does meditation, like yoga, meditation, you know, Kundalini meditation, you know, and you're controlling what you're eating also, like you're not eating like meat, you're eating like vegetarian food, or you're becoming a vegan, and you're abstaining also. This is when your power becomes very strong. That is when you become a spirit in the body and you're functioning like a spirit in the body. But when you have a husband, you have a wife, you know you have to perform your duties, of course. Then obviously, then the best time to do this thing is the occasional one that you do, like fasting. And it's good to have a partner that understands that sometimes you need to take a break for spiritual practices. You need to take a break to do some rituals. That break means that you're not intimate with them. They need to understand. This is why it's important to have a partner that understands you and your spiritual practice. Yeah. So celibacy is king when it comes to spiritual practice. And I'm not going to reveal everything here, but I've given you some tips. Practice it and you see. And you will not have distraction when you're practicing. Distraction is what's reached to destroy some people when they're doing spiritual practice. Especially when you're just starting to align your spirit. You're just coming out in spiritually and you're called to serve. This is the best time for you to practice celibacy so that you can focus, align your spirit, your power really well without distraction. Once you have sat on that seat strongly, then you can, be intimate with your partner, or you can be able to have a stable relationship. But occasionally, you still learn how to abstain, to energize yourself. There are rituals also to energize yourself if you are those people that cannot control yourself so often. After the arts, there are rituals to do to empower yourself again. But once you go again, you lose it. So your partner that you are with is the one that is benefiting a lot when you're energizing yourself and you release. So before you be with someone, be careful who you're being with. They should understand you. They should understand your practice. Then you'll be able to grow more strongly in your spiritual practices. Yeah. If you have questions about celibacy, you can ask me and then I'll be able to answer more about it.